to do live at the looks of it on both Facebook and YouTube. For the first time for Facebook, 11th time for YouTube, but that's old news now. So I'm here with David St. Clair.
Just say sincere.
I've had it in my mouth for the whole month, like for literally a couple of days. Like, okay, sincere. I know, and was that right?
Yeah, sincere.
And I know I've had it in my head, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to screw it up, but I'm pretty sure someone else will. So I'll say it, and then right away, it's screwed up. So we've already got a couple of people live on the chat, and I've got a plastic bag, a Lego baggie under my foot or under my chair. So yeah, well, should have a few more people join in as the evening progresses. I hope I sent out a bunch of invites, so there were some people that were coming. There's a few people that weren't, but we'll see how it goes as time goes on. So, and of course, speak of the devil, we have another new person joining in for the first time, Mr.
Hey,
Jason. Hey, Jason, how are you?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Good. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
At least from your point, we see you all the time because we see you on videos on YouTube all the time for your awesome creations.
I guess, but
so cool. I have lots of stuff to talk to you about as well today because, well, if you don't mind, you've got some projects on Bricklink.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, whatever. We'll talk about whatever you want.
Okay, cool. You've met David, right?
I believe ages ago.
Yeah, probably BrickFet Montreal.
BrickFet Montreal, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. It's been a long
I went
time.
to Toronto one time in 2014 also.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jason, were you ever in the Toronto ones?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you came to Ottawa and Montreal. You did. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So yeah. The good old days. Oh, we have Mr. Blue here. He was saying hello to everybody. So we just pop those up. He's on YouTube. I was just saying earlier that we have people on YouTube and Flickr now. So if you see the YouTube logo in the bottom corner, that's where they're from. At least that's how I understand it. It's the first time doing 2 streams at the same time. So anyway.
Ooh, exciting.
Yes. So we'll have a few more people join in as well as the evening goes on.
Cool.
We usually have about 5 or 6, sometimes more. We've got 2 new people though, so maybe we'll have
I popped in a couple times actually over the last few weeks.
Cool.
I just
cool. So anyway, yeah. So guess we can start talking about news and stuff. Unless you guys, well, actually, why don't we just, what are you guys working on? Are you guys doing any projects lately? Jason, do you have anything to share that's like pre-release?
Nothing mechanical, but a cute little hummingbird I made.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool.
That's cool.
It's actually kind of sad, actually, because it was built for a Crystal and I built it.
Okay.
One of the members of our lug is fighting cancer, and
okay.
She's really into birds, so we designed it for her. But what else do I got? I mean, I have lots of stuff, but it's not really like working.
I have to say,
stuff, but none is working.
None is working. Yeah, it's a good way of saying it. I have a lot of stuff that's not working too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on a couple new mechanical things. Little dude, actually, I think I can show you the dude.
Sure. Hey, Maniac for Bricks more.
The dude.
Maniac for Bricks _ more. Hi. Oh, hold on.
This dude, he'll climb a ladder.
Oh, cool. Like a Lego? No, what kind of ladder are we talking? Like a
Lego build
Okay.
ladder.
He'll climb a metal ladder that you can. Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what? Let's do this. Hold on. We'll move Jason up here, and we'll do this, and that'll put Jason full, and we can still. That's pretty cool.
He's not configured to climb this ladder right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm testing I'm building a treadmill ladder so that he can just climb infinitely.
Continuously. Okay. Cool.
As the ladder keeps going underneath him.
But Jason, I'm sorry. From your models, I've basically seen you put down a handful of bricks. And then you just magically builds like you. Build it
those videos are all staged. I mean, come on.
I know that. I'm just being sarcastic, but no. I mean, it's. I mean, I know like how the Marble Run was the latest one I remember, where it's like you throw some, video wise, you throw down some bricks and it's like, here we go.
Yeah, magically goes together. Did you see the dominoes machine?
I did. Yeah. Are you submitting that one to ideas?
Oh
'Cause you
no,
should-
God, no, I won't do that.
Really?
For that. Oh, they'll never make anything motorized.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe.
I guess they did the piano, but
Well, that
it's
you'd
too
have to
like
motorize. Yeah.
it's too like yeah. Anyway, nah, I won't bother. But I'll make instructions for it at some point and release
okay.
them. But
Yeah, it's definitely cool. I mean, my kids saw it and they're like, "Oh, we actually want to build that." And it's not that often that they will say it. Like
actually be interested. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
be
cool.
interested in it. So it's like, okay, well. So yeah, when you drop those instructions, let me know because I'll.
Oh, I might. Yeah, I was hoping to get them done before the summer, but maybe. Yeah. Anyway, someday they'll go up.
Well, yeah, I know. We'll find them eventually, or you'll get them made eventually. So, all right. How about David? Why don't we jump over to you? See what you were doing.
Well, I've been kind of like just sorting bricks because it's the pandemic where there's no show coming on, so there's like it's hard to find a motivation to do stuff and to build stuff. But I must say that lately I've been inspired by what I've seen others do. Just last week I made this ship.
Oh yeah.
And it was actually a mock build by another AFOL that he posted it on Facebook, and it was an old mock that he did like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to do my own version. I felt inspired. I said, hey, maybe I could do my own version, a modern version, and a more classic space version. So that's what it took me about a night, and the mock was done. So
yeah.
And I've been thank you to David Cowdis. I've been doing a lot of brick sticker shop and sparestickers.com. I've been putting my minifigs, and I have a whole bunch of classic space minifigures right now.
Yeah, I totally understand.
A whole case, and I've been putting all my vintage pieces back to brand new status.
Yeah, I totally understand. Here, I'll throw me on the middle here.
Yeah, I ordered those too.
Yeah. So, I mean, future. Wrong way. Orange Futron guys. Right there.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool. Yeah, they're pretty good stickers. Let me put that back quickly. Just throw it back there. The Futron ones are printed on white. So like the whole the bottom half is white, the top half is the character color. So they actually printed white on the sheet. So there's like a white guy with a Futron logo. Well, here, you know what? That's just easier to grab because you're probably right.
But in terms of color match, I think I prefer sparestickers.com.
Yeah, that's the ones that I'm using. Where are my Futron dudes? Weird.
Because
who did you order those from?
There's two suppliers that do a really great job. Sparestickers.com. They have a great color match.
Yeah.
But Brick Sticker Shop, they have a good quality sticker. The color doesn't match that much, especially the blue. The blue is like too violet for me.
Okay.
But other than that, they're pretty good stickers.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I've only ordered from Brick Sticker Shop just because he originally posted these guys, but with the red backing. And Dave Cowdice did a review on it, and I ended up contacting the guy and saying, hey, can you do that with a clear backing instead of red? And he's like, yeah, give me a week. And sure enough, a week and a half later, he's done it. And, I ordered 2 packs because that's just awesome. Like with the rainbow figs coming out in that new set.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I want to buy a few more of these sheets now just because, some of those guys, buy a few of those sets, keep one original, and then sticker up the rest of the guys.
Yeah, it would be cool.
I should have muted first. Sorry about that.
Like you could also use the clear ones from sparestickers.com because the space logo is actually better and it actually pops out a lot more.
Yeah,
The
yeah. I'll have to
gold
check.
there's gold in it and there's like a white lining or surrounding it, so
Mhm.
it pops out
Yeah,
more than the
yeah,
from
yeah. The gold that this one uses isn't as great, that's for sure. But anyways, I did get a message a few minutes ago from Chantel, one of our regulars, and she said her computer crashed. Oh, Derek Raycraft too. Let me just see what he's got. Sorry. 15 and 20 minutes late. So, you guys remember Derek, I think. Well, you might have seen him on the stream now. So, I don't know where Dave is. Dave is usually here, but maybe if we say his name enough times.
Probably looking at his view from his backyard.
Yeah. Well, it's dark now, so. It's either that or he's working on his trailer or something, or making a video about something. So.
Yeah, like a 30-minute video of something simple you could have done in 5.
Yeah. Speaking of videos, I ended up, I was working last night, and I'm going to jump over to it in a minute, but I was started building. Oh, hold on for 2 seconds, because we have Gary back from Ireland. Hello, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Good to see you coming back. Last night I came down. I had an hour. My kids went to sleep. I had an hour or so before I was ready to go to bed, and I'm like, watch TV upstairs, come down and build. I'm like, no, you know what? I'm going to go down and build because I haven't had time to build because I've been stickering figures for the past week or two, and that led to sorting minifigures because I had to find the torsos and the right arms and the right hands and all that stuff. It was like, oh, okay, whatever. So that killed some time. But then I sat down and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to start streaming. I might as well build whatever. And I had a few people jump in and say hi, but I ended up, let me just switch screens here. I ended up working on my landing plate. So I was talking to Dave about this earlier. I hadn't posted this. I started building this back in April or in August last year. So inspired sort of by Aliens, the end scene where Ripley's fighting the alien in the Nostradamus, whatever the ship's called, where there's that lowered area with the pressure lock.
Yeah.
So I realized that these pieces that are the hovercraft pieces from back in the early 2000s. I thought, well, they actually make a really good 45 degrees angles. So I'd gotten that ready, and then I was going to actually hypothetically these open up and a platform comes up, right? Like it's more of a ship loading area. So I started working on this yesterday, had it all squared off, and I didn't really like it. So after I was done work today, I started trying to angle it off a bit. So all the white bits are going to be replaced with dark gray. I just have to order them.
That's looking pretty good. The hexagon in the middle looks really nice.
Yeah, I'm liking it. So, and I've got yellow in the background too, just because
it really
cracks.
completes the line.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what I was working on today. I was watching one of the other streams for what's his name, Bricksmith. I can never remember his name sometimes. But yeah, I've been working on that. Trying to think what else I've been doing. Unfortunately, working a lot more than I want to. But
oh my god, you have a job? It's terrible.
I know. Oh, shut up, Jason.
You gotta pay for those Lego, Jason.
I did discover recently, though, actually, this stream on the weekend. Do you guys remember Susan Williams from Lego's old instructions? Hold on.
Well, yeah. It's legendary Susan Williams,
Yeah, see, I've never known this. And I'm just going to throw myself on the big here. I've never known this, that, old Lego instruction. I think it's one of Dave's old ones I just haven't listed yet. Where is it? And you're flipping through, and I always remember seeing the name Susan Williams in the contact us, right? There's right here, Susan Williams. She never existed.
No, she never did.
Really?
Just customer service
never existed. It was their fake customer service name.
Yeah.
And she even gives us a nice little message on the back.
Yep.
And I'm like, I just assumed, because as a kid, what do you know, right? Apparently, it was a fake person.
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
Like the bell lady when you call and
wow.
Hi,
I sent.
I did not know that.
Oh, I knew that. When I was a kid, I broke a lot of the 1x1 plates with clips on them. They notoriously broke all the time.
Yeah.
So I sent like a nice letter to Lego. I even put like a $2 bill or something in it. And I'm like, I keep breaking all these parts, can I like buy some? And they sent me a whole bunch. But there was a nice letter from Susan Williams in there, saying, sorry to hear you broke all these pieces, but here's some free ones. Enjoy.
Yeah. Hey, Chantal.
Hi.
Chantal is joining us from Ontario as well. To your left here is David from David St. Cyr from where are you in Quebec?
Actually, in the Montreal region, I'm just north of Montreal. It's in Laval.
Okay, Laval. Okay, I know where that is. And Jason from Ottawa? I'm assuming Jason's still in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I don't know if you've moved or not. I know you did change houses in the past.
Yeah, I
10 years.
we bought a house like 5 years ago, but
5 years ago. Yeah, okay.
but still not. We moved like 500 meters. It's kind of ridiculous.
Oh, really? You literally moved down the street?
Yeah, we did. We just moved across the street mostly.
Well, that makes it easy for moving, at least. Just
for sure. Yeah, it was great.
No truck necessarily.
We still rented.
500 yards with your fridge on your back is
okay. Sure, but I mean,
we didn't have to drive very far, which was really convenient.
Yeah, it's awesome. So, what are you working on, Chantal? I'll throw you on.
I'm currently working on a roller coaster. I don't have a very good camera, but doing some different dive coaster setups.
Okay, cool. I saw a loop there too.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. Cool. That's for a contest, right? Or a competition?
It was a Instagram challenge with a bunch of my friends. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Speaking of that, I'm going to jump into something because there is a rumor floating around, and I started thinking about it last night as well. That the new calendar came out for Lego, and it's got a carnival theme on the top. No carnival sets that we know of coming out, although there is a Friends line and there's some carnival stuff there.
There's the gift with purchase.
Yeah, the gift of purchase as well. So there's a gift of purchase, which is a micro, carnival little boat.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no mention of carnivals in here. There's no publication of the Friends line or anything like that. So I have a feeling we're going to get a carnival set again announced in the next month, maybe before June. It's kind of interesting, I think. Oops. My computer's slow. Come on, page up. Page up. Really? There you go. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of interesting that that they're advertising something that they don't really have any product for.
That's kind of weird, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. So if they do build a carnival theme or carnival set, what would it be? Do you think it would be a big boat ride? Since they're building a mini one?
Zipper.
Which one is a zipper? What style's a zipper?
Was
that the kiddie coaster?
No, it's like an oval thing, and it's got each individual cars, and they all go on a track, and they also spin, and the whole thing spins. That'd be too complicated, I think.
I think Jason is onto something here. So they got all these tracks. They got to use all these tracks. So
yeah,
Gravitron.
Obviously another roller coaster would be awesome because there's so many other elements they could add to that. To actually do proper loops so that people don't have to scratch build them and stuff. But I don't know. I would think a boat or possibly bumper cars or something. But
I mean, the boat would be nice. I'm sure a lot of people would like it, especially if it was pirate themed or something.
Yeah,
people would be all over that.
Yeah,
and it's a pretty simple mechanism too.
Creator Ferris wheel with bumper cars.
Yeah, that's right. There is a creator set too. Again, not advertised though, and that's not out till August anyhow. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's one of those things that just makes me go. Obviously, there's some. I'm pretty certain something's going to happen in that along that lines. I mean, there's only 30 sets coming out June 1st. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Sylvain. Give me 2 seconds. I just want to send someone a link here. Tune in hug. Sorry. Where is my? I'm trying to find the chat group to find my. So have you ever had it where you've renamed a group, or you've
Yeah.
renamed something and can't find it anymore? Hold on, Sylvan. We'll get it for you. Copy link. Sylvan. I think that'll get you there. And if so, we'll see you in a few moments. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, the carnival stuff. I forgot. I lost my train of thought. Damn yourself. Anyway, Mr. Blue says hi. By the way, Chantal.
Hello.
So, so yeah, there was that that piece of news. Well, not news, but that piece of rumor.
Mhm.
Almost news.
Well,
Obviously,
you're starting a rumor.
I'm starting. Well, actually, no. Another chat or another blog did mention it. Oh, interesting. Mr. Greg Gill. Hey, Greg. How are you?
Good. How's everyone doing?
Good. At
Good.
least I am.
Good.
Do you know anybody in here?
David, I recognize the name and yourself.
Okay. So, Jason Aylman. Do you recognize that name?
Yes, I do. Yes.
So you know of him.
Yeah.
He's from just up the pond or just up the river. No, okay, not really river. He's Ottawa. But yeah, he's well, Jason, the world-renowned Jason now. He's
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
He's Lego royalty. Anyway, Greg literally lives less than an hour from me. Never met him in my life, technically. Although we have been at the same events because you've been to a Brick Fest before.
Yeah, we've been to 2 events, and yet
We've been to Brick Fests before.
yeah, and I've seen your builds, but I've never seen you. It's like you drive
Yeah,
by.
but
mocks.
if you're looking
Yeah.
for if you're looking for Jeff at Brick Fight, you're never gonna find him unless
No.
you're like Janie and you're yelling at him. So
Yeah, that's true. I was doing a lot of running around. But
Yeah, but Janie, you can't miss.
No.
Janie's like the Aurora Borealis, man. Like she's, yeah.
and maybe that's why you were missing me because
Yeah, true.
Katie was there.
True.
All right. So yeah, but it's funny because I met Greg on Fazoom's stream, Old Gray Bricks,
Uh-huh.
and it's like, oh, we got a Canadian here, and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know who this guy is, right? And honestly, Greg, I don't remember you from the Lugnet days, but you go back that far.
Yeah.
Because I pretty much lived in RTL Toronto, like
Yeah.
the Rec Toys, the RTL Toronto links, right? So, but I didn't venture. I mean, I ventured in all the other groups, but I didn't really get to know anybody other than the greats like Fazoom and things like that. Like,
Right.
not saying you're not a great dude, just saying. In fact,
You wound me, sir.
I probably know a lot of your builds. I've never actually put the build to the face, right?
Yeah.
To know it's you. So anyway, yeah. So it's I don't know, just kind of weird that doing these live chats have actually brought me closer to people that I've never introduced me to a bunch of people that I don't know, or haven't met or haven't seen for so long, but also just people that you've shared the same space with type thing and never really.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that's what the whole Lego community is all about. You know a bunch of people that you never actually met.
Yeah.
And but you know what they're doing, you know what they're building, you know what their style is, and you can recognize their bid, but you never seen them in person. So
Mhm.
Exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And Chantal, I don't know. I've never met you before, so hello.
I've been in the chat of a bunch of Fazoom's streams.
Oh, okay.
Chantel builds,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And Chantel's in Hamilton area.
Mhm.
You're part of Torlug, right?
Yeah.
Chantel? Yeah. So,
Right.
but you're fairly new to Torlug, am I right?
I joined in January.
In January. Okay. So
Right.
if you're Greg, I think you're technically in Torlug. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like a
Technically.
founding member, but I just sort of, I just can't make it to the meetings. So yeah, but I don't really count myself because I've never paid dues. I've never been to Ad Astra. I've never had a show with him. So
Okay.
I think that Simon is just kind enough to sort of like somewhat keep me associated with it. So, yeah.
Cool. So, Greg, you are an amazing artist as well, and
Thank you.
some of the stuff. If you don't follow Greg on Instagram, Toradoc, I think is your
Tora Nerd.
Tora Nerd,
is
sorry.
the Instagram, but
if you don't follow him on Instagram, check it out because some of the stuff he creates is just amazing. Like, the columns you were working on the other day that weren't Lego at all, that were just corrugated cardboard.
Yeah, you can see them. Where's my hand? There.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's toy photography, diorama and stuff, all that. But there is Lego in there as well. For another stream, we did a cyberpunk racing theme. So I think that's the last Lego one I did, and it ended up being fairly large with quite a few builds. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's been fun stuff.
Are you working on anything at the moment, or are you still working on those?
You know what? Actually, my daughter and I, when she was growing up, we built a fairly large Lego city, and with like Portlands and a couple neighborhoods and all this kind of stuff. So she's left that behind in favor of friends, like real friends, the show Friends, Kardashians, you name it, the typical 13-year-old stuff. So I've just been disassembling that and having single tears come down my eyes as I'm breaking it apart. But it's been taking hours and hours to break all that stuff down.
Yeah.
So I think I'm down. I think I have about a 60-liter tub that's now full and impossible to move. So it's going to be a lot of sort of sorting for the next while, so I can kind of get back into some other building.
Yeah. See, I could understand the tears because taking apart stuff that you built with your daughter and stuff. But at the same time, I'm getting my bricks back.
Yeah, and a whole bunch of new ones because you're absorbing their collection now, right?
Yes.
So yeah.
It's like having a Bricklink order come in that you didn't order.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. In a whole bunch of colors I know I'm never going to use.
Yes.
Yeah, that happened to me as well when my siblings got out of Lego. I got a lot of friends set stuff that I definitely wouldn't buy otherwise.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that shade of blue and pink and lavender. I'm putting it all aside, and Matt in Chris's chat, I'm gonna weigh it, send it to him, and say, send me back whatever else.
Whatever.
Yeah,
that's not these colors. And speaking of weird, odd colors, I'm going to jump into this because weird, odd colors. Well, that's not what I meant to do. I was just trying to make it bigger. So the world map set that just got announced the day after I did here's 29 sets that are coming in June. Here's number 30.
Yeah.
I did that video, and then the next day they dropped this. I'm like, yeah, I figured that would happen. Thoughts on the world map?
Did I read that it's the highest piece count?
Yeah, it is.
1,000 or 11,695 pieces.
Right.
For $350.
Yeah. Because they're all 1x1 rounds.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like big giant map that you're gonna put on your wall and
Yeah. I mean, I like the idea that they have, there's some pieces, let's see if I can find the picture. There's some pieces that you can use, like there's cones with the color on top that you can use to mark places that you've been and stuff. I mean, that's kind of interesting. Lots of 1x1 rounds, which is absolutely insane.
But are those with stud or tile?
The only ones that are with stud are the white ones. Everything else is tiled.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a great tile pack.
Right.
So mosaic kit type thing as well. Has a white frame around it. That's why we have all these white bricks.
comes with a soundtrack too.
Comes with a soundtrack. Yeah, I don't really. I'm assuming it's just a URL you go to listen to stuff. Oh, hold on. I got to scroll down here. I've got too many people. Sylvana is joining us. Hey, Sylvan, we'll jump over to you in a few minutes once we're done talking about this. So, but you're more than welcome to say to jump into the conversation. So yeah, the interesting thing is that you can orient the map based on your location, and if you want to be in the center of the world, you can be. And that led me to think, like, the way North America is, at least for Canadians, we're always, like, when we look at the world map, we're always on the right side or on the left side.
Yeah.
We're never in the center.
Yeah.
So that is kind of weird to me that other countries actually want themselves in the center. I just never thought about it, I guess. But
yeah.
But it's just one of those weird things. It's like, huh. So
Interesting.
So I mean, it's cool though that you can do that, right? You can have, Asia and Europe in the middle, and then North America off to the side and stuff like that.
The question I had for it is, like, the areas that are water, is that sort of a topographical thing denoting
Yes.
depth? Well,
It's the depth.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Okay.
The other thing they said, actually, I'll go back to this one in a minute. Yeah, so there's the depth, so you have the deeper parts of the ocean. The other thing I did hear was got Derek joining too. I'll just throw him in. We'll get to you in a few minutes, Derek. The other thing I was seeing was that you can decorate the map. Like, they have a picture. I don't know if it's in this one, but they have a picture where people have just put little art designs through the water,
Right.
and stuff. So, I mean, I would have loved to see it the other way, where it was topographical of the continents
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
versus the water, and or basically the banding of, like, where the deserts are, tan and stuff like that.
Yeah, a little more color on the continents would have
Yeah.
been nice.
The interesting thing though is that I can't find the picture now, but they did have a picture in the stream or from one of these announcements that was basically the whole background was black and it was just continents in white, and that's the one I used in the banner for the chat tonight
Yeah, I saw it on the website.
on their website. Oh, maybe that's why I
Yeah.
didn't see it, because that's the one place I didn't look for it. Let me just pull that up. But really bad when you type in SH in your browser and shop.lego.com is the first thing that comes up.
Yeah. Tells you got a problem.
No, I don't go there every moment of every day. Every other moment of every day. Anyways. So yeah, there's the 350. Is anybody interested in actually buying this?
Nah,
Nope.
I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah, no. I think the only reason I'd want to buy it, other than maybe obviously some of the parts, is to somehow modify the map to stick it to our American friends. That's the only way I want to buy it. Something like make it like really small. But yeah.
Well, yeah, because that's the other thing. Technically, I don't think the map is actually, or our world map isn't actually in scale, right? Like the
Right.
the concept of
Nope.
the world map.
Right.
They always
No,
make
because
Greenland too big.
if you look at Antarctica, it's way too large.
Yeah, well, that's because it's at the bottom and it's actually just rounded, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, technically I would think technically the parts in the bottom here are actually identical to the parts over here if you were to join it all together.
Mhm.
So we have someone else joining. Wow, this is awesome.
The one
Hey,
thing
Rick,
that's
we'll get to you.
interesting is the plates. Those look like almost like those dock plates, like when you see it from
The backgrounds?
from the back. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're the art plates.
Okay, yeah. I've
from the art-
never had a mosaic, so I've never really seen.
Oh, well, from the art series? Sorry, I'll
No.
get back to it here. So they're 16 by 16 by, I think, a brick and a plate high.
Okay.
Am I right?
16 by 16.
What was that?
They are 16 by 16.
16 by 16. Yeah, okay. And I think they're a brick and a plate high, though. I don't think they're actually a brick high, if I'm right, but I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, the brick and a plate, because there's a plate on the top, and there's like a thick brick underneath it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think there's a side shot. Oh, well, there's yeah, it doesn't really show. But I mean, like, those are pretty cool. I mean, for building modular bases, like, that's a good way to do it. I've used soccer fields for, like, most of my
Right.
modular building career because they're dirt cheap and big.
I think too. What I like how they look from the back is like
Mhm.
you don't have the anti studs beyond where the bricks are, And so it actually looks like those Gundam bases. You know, you can get those bases that you can build up and stuff. So you could use them. You could use the reverse side for like the inside of like, you know, a hangar or something like that if you wanted a non-Lego sort of texture on the back wall, which is becoming.
Yeah, that's a good point. But what really got me about this picture or about this set is all the parts fit on one page. Lego's biggest set at 11,600
695. Yeah.
And all of the parts fit on one page.
So do you think we'll see that weird brick separator in another set?
Yeah.
Well, it's in all the art sets, but
is it?
I'm assuming they're just keeping it in this one. Yeah. 1879. I'm assuming that's one of the. I'm assuming that's the one of the Azure colors.
Yeah.
But 1600 of so that's like the two Azures. 1600. Anyways, I just thought it was insane the piece count of this.
And one crowbar.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
One
too.
crowbar, one golden crowbar,
Oh.
because it's got the little bean on it. That's what I call that now. It's like, oh, it's got the ding on it. Because in my head I hear.
Yeah. Steve Trevor's teeth.
What's the crowbar for?
I think prying up the
brick
tiles.
separator.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, okay. I guess. Yeah, sure.
They do throw the crowbar in on some sets. The game sets used to. I think they almost created the crowbar for the game sets, like for the old Lego games series, because they needed stuff to remove tiles in small areas. And they also obviously did a multi-purpose because a crowbar is great for someone who's in for Lego Police. So
what makes me wonder if it is gold in any of the other sets, or is it going to be one of those stupid parts that go for like $40? Yeah.
I will check. I'm pretty sure that.
No, I think
I'm
it came
pretty
in
sure
other sets.
Yeah, I think so too. I know it's been in red and a few other colors, so I'm pretty sure it'll be in gold. Hey, Jeff. Jeff from Oklahoma. I think I got that one right. Not the play, the state.
Oklahoma, where the
The play would be pretty cool to see Jeff in, though.
Yeah, he drops it. I was saying that Bricksmith, who does his chat right before this, so I'm usually in there, and then I have to drop off 15 minutes. Like I'm not physically in the chat, but I'm in the chat. I'm not actually in the video.
Right.
But I usually drop off a few minutes early to jump over to this stream. So every once in a while they pop in and say hi, which is great. So since we went to looking at that map of the world, we had more people from the map of Canada join us. So let's jump over to Sylvan for a minute here. We'll put you on, actually move you up to the top, and then we'll do this. So, hi Sylvan.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, you?
Good. Sylvan, well, I've met you at BrickFest. You're a Lego Bricklink dealer, right? Seller?
No.
Right? No? Okay.
No Bricklink for me, no.
Bricklink. I knew there was a group of you. Maybe it was all the Jean-Marcs. No, it was all. It was the
Marc-Andrés.
Yeah, the Marc-Andrés. That's right. Oh, I forgot. Anyways. So how have you been, Sylvan?
I feel better now, but hard year, if I say.
Yeah.
It was a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you're feeling better, for sure. So, have you had
I
much
miss
time?
the exposition so much.
Yeah, every time I see a picture that someone's sharing, for example, this morning when David shared the photo of
with
everybody,
Marc-André
and I'm like, I never have gone to one of your events, and I'm like, oh, I want to go to one of those events now, just because it's like I know some of these people. Jeff from Ottawa says hi.
Yes, the only time you are here, it's when BrickFest was at Montreal.
Yeah. Did we lose someone?
Rick's phone crashed.
Oh, Rick's phone. Okay, thanks. I'm like, it looks like we have one less person. Anyways, okay. So have you been able to work on building anything, or Has it just been sorting or things like that, or what?
Usually, at the moment, I'm working on the GBC
Okay, cool.
or
yeah.
Mosaic.
Yeah,
because Sylvain is our Mosaic and now a GBC specialist. So
awesome.
you
Yeah,
even got me to do a GBC for the last show we did here in Montreal. So
Mhm. Cool. Yeah, I during the pandemic, I think I put together 3 or 4 of Akiyuki styles of GBCs, just because I've never actually done them before. So one of them I scratch built from just looking at the videos. Which was fun. It was a good experience. Like, just okay, how did he do that? It wasn't the most difficult one that he's had, but it was quite it was an interesting experience at least. So, but yeah, cool. Well, I'm going to try and get up to Ottawa. I'm going to try to get up to I guess in this Montreal area where you guys are.
Yes.
usually up in May.
The last 2 editions were in Saint-Hyacinthe actually, which is halfway from Montreal and Quebec. So
Okay. All right.
it's on Highway 20, so you just.
Well, I'm going to try and get up there if I can. Have trail.
Oh, we're gonna ask you. That's for sure.
Cool. Yeah, let me know when it is. I'll try and get some time in. Although the weekend, so it would be this weekend coming up, I guess, if it was happening. Right?
No, actually, we the last 2 times we did it in November. So.
Oh, okay, November. Okay.
Exactly.
Just because that picture you posted, it was like May of 2017 or 2018 or something like that. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe from a different event, but.
Yes, it was. Tonne de Briques.
Ou Tonne de Briques? Ouais.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Yeah,
Let's
because the picture from today was actually from Tonne de Briques. It's a 1-day event that we used to have in May. So
it sounds like you're saying Thunder Bay, but I know you're not.
It's like ton of bricks.
Oh, that's the event name. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying Thunder Bay, and I'm like, that's Northern Ontario.
No, because we say it in French.
Yeah. With my beautiful French accent.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like I said, I knew it wasn't Thunder Bay, but it was like, what is it?
No, it was actually in the Saint-Basile-le-Grand.
Okay, cool. Derek, heads up. We're going to throw it over to you.
Hello.
Since Rick dropped off.
I'm dismantling the squirrel.
Oh,
From
Derek
last
built the
time.
squirrel last time, and now he's taking the squirrel apart.
For those who want to, that's what it was.
It's an awesome little squirrel. And Derek's not putting any product placement at all in his videos.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. Just because he works for the company. That's why they're there. But
Nothing at all. Nothing to see. There's no names around here at all.
So if you ever have a problem with the Optima map, talk to this guy.
Oh, gee,
anyways, so what have you been? You've taken apart squirrels. Have you done anything else, or?
Well, honestly, no.
Yeah, that's fine.
We were up at the cottage for the long weekend. Nothing's happened in the last couple of weeks.
You're one of those people.
Yes, I am one of those.
Pandemics.
Well, we took all our food with us and we didn't see anybody. So
I'm just bugging you. Although Janie was yelling at all the people driving past her neighborhood because all the cottage country people going.
Oh yeah.
Where is the cottage?
Oh, Wasaga Beach.
Oh, lovely. Very nice.
Yeah. Rick just messaged me something here.
Yeah, no, aside from that, not much going on except for work.
Yeah, work can be a pain in the butt sometimes.
Oh,
If
yeah.
only you were, retired and didn't have to do anything, but if only you had nothing to do but build Lego.
I don't know how many people have said that, like, oh, I don't know about, if you retire, what am I going to do? Or like, are you kidding me? There is so much to do. Like,
Yeah.
There's too many hobbies. Like, I've got too many irons in the fire to ever be bored. No.
It's funny. Sorry, I got one of my work messaging servers up, and someone just messaged my group.
What I'm interested in is Jason's photo set up in the background.
All right, let's jump back over to Jason here.
Yeah. It looks like a.
I accidentally took him.
Did you kick him? Oh,
I accidentally kicked him. I'm learning still.
Mean.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this many people.
Yeah, I mean that table. This table is just permanently set up as a photo table, pretty much.
Right.
And then studio lights.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. This is one reason this house is pretty awesome, because this room's quite big and it's completely dedicated to Lego, obviously.
And no support pillars.
Awesome.
But it's even got a recliner chair, because every Lego room needs a recliner chair. It's actually like super awesome down here in the summer because we don't have air conditioning.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So it's like stays really cold down here. So it's a great place to hang out.
So now I have to go back and look at Jason's creations and see if he's more productive during the summer or the winter. I'm guessing
Definitely not the summer. I mean, we go traveling all summer for 2 months, so I don't do anything Lego related in the summer.
So is the photography to support like social media, or do you use it to? Is it only Lego that you take?
Yeah, it's just for Lego models.
Yeah.
Pretty much photography and video. When I do any close-up video shots of the models, that's what I use it for primarily.
And where is it you post?
Do you know Jason Ailman?
JK Brickworks, a website.
Yes, we know him.
I don't know. I post any social media I can.
Just look at his
Lego.com.
website.
He's got a website. It's lego.com. Ideas. Marble Maze, Storybook. There's another one. What's the other one?
Oh, just the Marble Maze pop-up book, yeah.
Is that it? I thought there was a third one.
I mean, there's a few that made it to 10,000, but they got rejected, so.
Awesome.
That's
Okay.
But do they
Check
not?
it out.
Do they qualify for the Bricklink designer program that they're doing?
Yes.
Yeah,
There's a
I have
bunch of them
two in the Bricklink designer program right now.
Yeah.
Although they're still like, I don't know. I mean, that program's a bit wonky. So it's hard to tell whether or not they'll actually make it all the way to the crowdfunding stage. We'll see.
Yes, that's one of the book.
Yeah, Derek's got one of the sets there.
Oh yes, okay, I know those. Yeah, beautiful. That's
Sorry, I'm a
awesome.
little slow doing
And he
this.
have done a few GBC too.
I've
Nice
done one
one.
GBC.
Right. Yeah, those are so cool. Those
Yeah.
are just so cool. Fantastic. Amazing.
That one you worked with someone else on, though, if I'm correct.
Yeah,
right?
Grant Davis.
Grant David. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was his idea. Actually, originally, he just roped me in to work on the mechanism, basically, and so it was a good collab. He's like a super talented artist, so it was really great working with him.
That was a good fun set to build. I enjoyed the mechanism, how it works
Yeah.
too.
Cool.
Yeah, it's good.
Right on.
I'm trying to pull up the. The links for the designer program, and it's giving me some issues today. Gallery. Yeah. Anyway, Rick, you joined us. I'm going to use you as a cover to quickly look up that stuff while you talk and tell us what you've been working on and where you are,
Great.
because you're not at home.
Yeah, I'm not at home. Yep. I found the only thing of Lego I could find here. So I
Give you a little background. there.
Nice.
you got to have Lego in your background, right? So I'm at my mom's place, and she just had major surgery. She had a knee replacement surgery. So I took some time off this week to come and stay with her away from my family, but got to do what you got to do, right? So
Hats
no
off to
building
you.
for me today.
Ah, here we go. I found them. I found them. All right. Well, that sucks. But have you? Well, I guess you haven't really had a chance to build then for the past few days. So
No building. And but there is something interesting in the basement here. There's more Lego. It's a pirate ship from the late '90s. So I'm gonna dig in, do some sorting, and do a piece checklist and find out if that thing's complete or not. So that'll be interesting.
cool.
From the late '90s, so that was like the reboot theme, right?
Yes,
Yeah, the
exactly.
short-lived one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There were some good sets in there.
Yep. It's got to
Yeah,
be,
really.
I guess, maybe mid to late '90s, like '96, '97, maybe.
I think so. Yeah.
Forget the name of it, but it was. It must have been one of my youngest brother's sets because it's the only Lego that's in the house, other than this, the camper van, which is for the grandkids. But it's pretty cool. I mean, it's. See if I can get it out here. It's a cool camper. Friend said it's got like an awning here.
Is it missing something on top?
No, it's just got like a.
Oh, it's like an open. Okay.
Like
Oh, it's just like a storage area or something.
Yeah. Well, this is the sleeping cabin, so it's cool.
It's kind of like all Friend sets. It's basically what city sets should be, but for some reason they're all in the Friends line. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's weird how that is.
When I first saw it, I thought it was the Homer mobile.
Well, we can call it that. I mean,
So, all right, I got the page up. Thank you for stalling there, Rick.
yeah, no problem. I also did something dramatic today, and I decided to cut all of my hair off because I was tired of waiting for the barbershop to open. So
That's why you're wearing a hat.
That's exactly right. No hair.
It didn't look so bad though.
Not
It's
bad.
not like you have little tufts sticking up here and there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I made a good job of getting rid of it all. See, it's all gone.
I last time I did it, I just number 3 on my hair. Woke up the next morning, walked it over the mirror, and saw like little tufts on either side just sticking up, and I'm like, great. So,
Look like Sailor Moon. Yeah.
oops, no, hold on. This one. There we go. So Jason's particle accelerator is up on the screen.
Yeah,
Which,
particle accelerator. I don't know. I can't imagine a lot of people wanting to buy a particle accelerator, but it was actually really cool to revisit this project.
I voted for that, Jason.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
I would have bought one.
But it was actually really cool because when I originally designed it, I used the old 4.5 volt plastic curved tracks to make the ring. But obviously Lego doesn't produce those.
So this
it was really cool to try and make it with modern parts when I had to redesign it for this program. It actually works quite well, but I'm not sure if it'll meet their build requirements for the program. But
so you have to go through another phase of quality.
Well, they do they do build testing. So I guess they may change it, or they may decide it's. I mean, in my opinion, it works fine and it's great, but it's definitely sufficient. It's definitely solid and stable and doesn't have any big issues. But who knows what they think? So it's currently being going through build testing right now. So we'll see.
Can you hook it up to power functions, or is it just?
Yeah, it's optional. We've got a hand crank at the moment, which you can kind of just see on the right there. Yeah. But you can just pop any motor on it, power functions, powered up, whatever, to run it automatically.
Nice.
But I didn't want to include a motor in the version that's being crowdfunded because obviously it would. I don't even know if they would allow. I don't think any of the models are powered.
I don't believe so. No.
Yeah. So I didn't realize when I was first looking at this, I didn't realize that this is actually the redesign already.
Yeah, it's not quite done. There's
done.
one more module on the ring in the final design.
Okay.
Actually, I do have it built. It's right behind me, but I can't really.
Yep, that's fair.
Move it.
Oh, move it. I thought you were going to say you can't really show it, but
I can show it. I just don't know if I can move the camera.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know how long my camera thing is, but it's there it is.
Oh, we see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool.
Cool.
There it is. But yeah, it's like too far away to actually show you how it works.
All right.
But
Rick again.
I think it's super cool, and I had a lot of fun redesigning it for this program. But I still don't know how many people like it's. I don't know. It's like 26 inches in diameter, so like you're not putting it on a bookshelf.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's definitely got limited display potential. So I can see that dissuading a lot of people from
And it has to
buying
be.
it. It's also a pretty niche model, right? Like if you look at all the most popular models, everybody loves buildings, modular style buildings. Architecture is like super popular. Castle. There's a few other like models in this program that will be wildly more popular than this one, but we'll see.
Well, if you're a nerd like Big Bang Theory, you're gonna buy one.
Yeah, it all depends how many nerds come out to support it.
How many science
Right
pages
on.
are out there? I'm just waiting for it to go back to the other page. I was noticing though that the like the balls there, are those the Zamorphere balls or are those actually like
No, they're
basketball-
GBC balls. They're
The
the
GBC balls?
yeah.
So then we're all buying hundreds of them to get the balls. No, it's just
Well, I only put 6 in it, so yeah,
geez,
I don't know. It's not the
600,
most cost-effective way to do that.
come on. Sylvan wants 600.
Yes.
Oh, come on, he's part of a lug. I'm sure he got them on lug bulk at some point.
You can never have enough. Okay, I clicked on this one. Is it
That's
loading?
true.
This one is
Surprised-
amazing.
I'm surprised now with the advent of 3D printers that those GBC balls are just not printed out en masse by people for them, right?
Well, I mean, you can get
round,
cheap
so it might be
knockoffs from
hard.
China for pretty cheap.
Yeah,
True.
That's probably a better option than 3D printing.
Yeah.
yeah. I bought
I really like.
2 or 300 for recently. If they were just cheap knockoffs, they're just the right size, right? 14 millimeter, I believe they are.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, and they seem to work okay. I mean, I don't have any of them actually because I don't run my GBC a lot, but I mean, you'd use whatever works, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Weren't they originally wasn't the original ball like the basketball?
Yeah, I mean, it was
yeah.
basketball and soccer ball. I think the mold they're carrying forward is the soccer ball mold.
Mm.
Yeah, I think the first one was the soccer ball because they did
Was it?
the soccer set first, and then they did the basketball set.
Okay. Because I remember I can't remember if it was the soccer ball or the basketball at that convention we were at that Jeff and I were both at and went out of our way to avoid one another. That's they had like a giant JVC.
Oh my God.
GBC there, and it was like it was either one of those. It was one of those two. So
I'm a real fan of your Pursuit of Flight.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is great.
yeah,
It's a
that's-
lot
that's
this one-
sweet.
Obviously, they made me change the airplanes because
Mm.
they didn't want, even though they have produced a Sopwith Camel and a Fokker DR3, like 3 Sopwith Camels and 2 Red Barons in the past.
Mhm.
They didn't want
And
to, have any issues with licensing. So whatever, I had to redesign the colors of the planes, but actually I do like, they're really colorful in this current configuration, which I quite like, but I could see some people maybe not liking them as much. The biggest problem though is that just like yesterday, I'm using these transparent bars for supports, but they did the play testing and apparently, even though like hundreds of people have built this model already because I made instructions for it and have never had any problems, they're like, oh, these aren't strong enough to support the airplanes. So they're going to change them with axles, which I think is going to look terrible, but whatever, we'll see.
Convince them to go with clear axles.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't make new parts for this program. So
Yeah, I get that. I'm just
the thing I really love about that is the force perspective. When you look down,
thanks. Yeah,
it's so clever. It looks really good.
Yeah.
It looks really.
yeah. I actually redesigned the tiny houses and stuff from my original version to make them like even smaller. And that's like I'm a big fan of it too, obviously. But thanks. Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's really nice.
Yeah, it's really, really
it's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
So the one in the picture here, is this the original?
That's not the original. That's like
No.
a mixed, like a version 2, I guess, and this is
Yeah, okay.
like version 3 that I have
Right.
here. So
this is they've already reviewed it and said, yeah, you need to change this and this type thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's like an early version of the one for this program, but
Gotcha.
it's,
So
not, it's not the actual original.
So
This is the
three-
original one. This picture here.
The
Yeah,
3
so-
extra planes that are there, is that like the Wright Flyer and the Spirit
Well,
of
in
St.
theory, I
Louis and
designed it to
something
be
else?
the Wright Flyer, and then Amelia Earhart's plane, and
Right.
the Spirit of St. Louis.
Right.
But again, they don't want to use those. So,
Right.
It's too military.
I think it's just like they've already made sets like that, so they don't want people to get confused.
well,
maybe?
the problem is you can't call it the Wright Flyer because the Wright Flyer is still
Trademarked.
family is still defends the name quite litigiously. But so anyway, I made a version that's not quite the Wright Flyer, but it's basically a biplane of the style
Right.
of the time, like one of the early ones.
Yeah.
Because the Wright Flyer has 2 vertical fins on the back, or a single one instead of 2. So I just kind of modified it a bit. The Wright Flyer also has 2 propellers, so I just put one on. So it doesn't really look like the Wright Flyer, but it's like a early airplane. And then I got rid of the yellow markings on the
Sorry, Rick.
Amelia Earhart's plane,
I mean,
and I replaced the Spirit of St. Louis with it's like a more modern. It's like a Spitfire.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
like
cool.
a red,
Right.
a Red Bull Flyer. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like more like 40s, 50s plane, so more
Yeah.
modern.
Right.
But
It actually looks like the creator plane they did a while
Oh
back.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
yeah. So, but I tried to use like some bright colors, which like rare ones, because Anyway, spice it up a little bit.
So Jason, you're the 10 style. Is that the right one? The chain mock.
Oh, yeah, the
that,
10 integrity.
10 Segrity. Yeah, thank you. So I ended up because I think.
Okay. Yeah. I know
So-
that thing.
Jason, you didn't create this in that someone else did, and I think you made a version of it, right?
Well, I mean, this concept has been around since like the 70s.
Well, okay,
but,
yes, but the Lego version wise.
Yeah, somebody posted one on Reddit, like one made out of Technic bricks, actually, or Technic lift arms, basically,
Yeah.
and fishing wire.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd make it look, brick built and kind of artistic version. So I posted mine
Makes my
like the
brain
next
hurt
day or 2 days
every time I
later.
look at it.
And
And then all of a
shortly
sudden,
thereafter-
like everybody started building all kinds, which is really cool.
Oh,
It was
yes.
really great to see like all the creativity that people ran with it.
There's someone that built like that Slave 1 version, which looked really, really cool.
Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
one for sure.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Jason, you built that, you posted it on YouTube, and about 2 hours later, I had built the exact same thing, slightly different colors, but it's currently sitting up on my mantle in my living room because I can do
Nice.
that. But my kids absolutely love it too. Like every time it's knocked over, they'll walk up and they'll fix it. Well, not every time, but
and I saw a GBC done like this too.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
it's
Wow.
really nice.
Huh.
I don't remember the guy, but you can find it easily.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to track that down. Cool.
Actually, folks, I'm going to have to jump out here, but it was nice to meet everyone, see
Yeah, nice to
everyone,
meet you.
and
Thanks.
hopefully we'll see you guys again soon.
Good
Yeah,
seeing you.
thanks
Take
for
care,
coming
Barry.
Gil, do you want me
Be
to
careful.
add you to the mailing list type thing, or?
Yeah, please do. Please
Okay.
do. Yeah, I don't, like I say, I'll probably be in and out depending what's going on
Yeah.
with the family, but yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah,
please,
yeah. I
thank
mean,
you.
it's an open invite for anybody that's here that wants to come in. I'll just put you on that Facebook list that we have.
Please do.
Derek, you got to use Clear, dude.
See you, folks.
Awesome. I love it.
Nice space.
That's awesome.
That's like the brick separator with eyes, which I don't have any right now.
This is the only opportunity I have to build. So.
Well, that's not right. I mean, that's right. I understand, but still, no. Keep building them. Build something else now.
Hurry.
Faster.
Either that or bring some bricks to your cottage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you have? I guess when you're up at the cottage, you're busy doing stuff too, right? Like,
Yeah. Well, I have a bit of a wood shop up there, so
yeah,
that's my building.
you just build with a different material.
But it's a little messy to do in a downtown Toronto condo. So Lego is ideal for this location.
Except for it's a small downtown Toronto condo, so you can't really expand. But yeah, I mean, you make use of the space you have, right?
Yep, exactly.
So, I mean, like take Rick for example. He's got all that space, and he's got one.
And he's got a camper.
I got a camper. And then I broke it.
But the great thing about that is
You broke your
And now I
camper?
have to rebuild it. And we're done.
for shame.
And we're
You might
done.
want to get some glue if you're going to break it again.
Yeah. No Craggle.
Craig,
Craig has it.
be like those parents.
Yeah.
Where's the glue for this?
Why doesn't it stay together?
My kid keeps on ripping it apart. I don't get
Yeah.
it. Oh, jeez.
And then a few years later, how can I remove the glue from?
Don't use glue in the first place. There's your answer.
I did it one time.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's still there. We have made a superhero at
Yeah, was it a Batman, Sylvain?
no, it's a superhero. It's for a company with Jonathan. It's bigger than me.
Oh
I'm
wow.
almost 6 feet, so it's a big one.
Yeah, you
It's a
need glue.
monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need glue for that.
It's really impressive.
Wow.
And the toughest one I have done from now.
Sylvain, did you build the magician at Brickfets in Montreal? There was like a large
No,
scale.
it's Jonathan.
That was Jonathan actually.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was
fine.
Jonathan.
Fine. I was trying to like recognize something you built, and it was just too quick.
At Brickfest, I came with in Montreal. I did winter.
Like a
Winter Village.
Yes, but with the Arctic things, and in Toronto it was. Oh, it's the shadow of Batman on a wall.
Oh, cool.
Okay, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome, especially since
Yeah,
it
and I
was.
was so happy. I beat Philippe Moisin. Yeah.
It was. I remember that one because you actually built it when Adam West passed away.
Yeah, exactly.
So
And,
it was like great
Passed away,
timing.
I was in an exposition in Montreal, and I asked to my friend, "Did you have some brick?" And I put on it, "Rest in peace, Adam West." It was the same day almost.
So sad, but good timing. At the same
Yeah,
time.
Yeah,
exactly.
great timing, but
Yeah.
it was sad, but it was great timing. And everybody, I remembered when Sylvain first showed it in Montreal. It was a little show, like a toy con, and everybody was like in awe, just because of the timing. The timing was just
Yeah.
right.
And it was so simple to do. It's only one by one
Tiles,
round
plates.
plates
Oh,
round
right.
black and 2 by 2 plates yellow. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
But see,
Oh.
sometimes the simplest design is
Yeah,
just
exactly.
the right fit.
Hey,
I know that guy.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely need to head out to Quebec for a show in the future when there's shows in Quebec. Actually, technically by November, you guys could have a show. Technically, are there going to
Right
be
now?
plans for a show in November?
Yes, but forget it. It's too late to
Yeah,
be
because
able to do it.
yeah, it's just because it normally when we do a show in November, we start preparing like in January for it.
December,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
after
December.
we finish the other one.
So we
Yeah.
start planning, and then we open the registrations like in April. So
Yeah, no.
we already told everybody that no, you forget it. It's not going to happen this year, especially since we weren't knowing that past a few weeks we didn't know what was going to happen because
Yeah.
And we
the
still
government
don't know.
and we still don't know because the government they announced a few things to like open up the economy and all, but right now we don't know if we can do shows again.
Yeah.
We don't know if we do shows, people have to wear masks? Do we have to keep social distancing? And it's
It's a
all a
lot.
big mess.
A lot to deal
We
with.
asked,
Yeah,
And you don't want to put down a down payment on a
Yeah.
to
exactly.
rent a space if you're not sure you're going to have a show, or you're not sure you're going to make enough money to
pay
pay
for the
to pay for
only for the place.
yeah.
yeah, that's very true.
The last one we canceled, it was 49,000 square feet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we were aiming for the biggest show in Canada, the
Okay.
biggest floor show, but we had to cancel everything. So
So if you do it next year and you have lots of space, let me know. I've got a trailer. As much as you want.
you're always welcome, Jeff. You know that.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Totally.
Everybody is welcome, so it's no problem.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, because I know that they're opening up in the States a bit more. There's a Texas show coming up, Brick Rodeo.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, none of us can get to it because of borders. But they're so that's going to be the first show that's officially running. Because it's in Texas and they have no rules, they're going to have public there as well. And now also Brick Fair Virginia is opening up as well for the last weekend or first weekend of August, last few days of July.
Yes, I was at Brick Can last week, so
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I've seen a few of the show coming, but
Yeah.
all in the States.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got like 50% of their population who's had 2 doses of vaccine. So
So the stat I saw yesterday was 50% of people. Someone didn't like this chat. No, anyway. It was Rick. He'll come back. 50% of the stat was 50% or 49% of Americans have gotten their first dose, is what I saw. But Janie, it was one of the guys on Fazoom's chat had posted that, and not on his chat, but one of the guys at his Facebook page, Matt, he posted it, and Janie had messaged him as well and said, actually, that's 50% of adults in the United States.
Yeah.
They changed their stat. So it's not everybody, it's just the adult population. So it looks
but
better.
but the 50% of adults, but they got 2 doses, so
Yeah.
so they're fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
Unlike us, that we're like 75% that of Canadians have either got their first shot or got their appointment to get their first shot, but only like 4% of us have our 2 shots already. So
It's not actually 17 days. I got to change that number. Mine's on June 10th, so my first shot, June 10th, finally.
First shot?
Yeah. Derek, you've already gotten yours, I'm assuming, because you're in downtown Toronto.
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Cool. And everybody else, have you got shots lined up at least?
I got
Jason?
my first shot in April.
Okay.
But my second shot is actually already scheduled for August. So
Yeah, mine's the end of
July.
September. Yeah.
My
Cool.
second one is July.
Thanks for joining us, Brickham's Den, Rick.
But I should go too. Actually, I'm an old man these days. I'm usually in bed by like 10:30. So,
No problem. Well, yeah, we usually run about an hour long, so we're a little over 2 tonight. So,
but it was great to chat and
Yeah.
great to see you go again.
it's good.
For those
Yeah,
that I
nice
haven't
to
seen
meet.
in 10 years.
Jason, if you're okay, I'll throw you into that group chat as well, just if you want to jump in after and show off
Yeah,
something.
sure. Send me a link. I mean,
Cool.
if I have time. I'll.
Yeah, I mean that's
Cool.
the idea. You jump in when you
And next time, keep your builds closer.
can.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll have. I mean, I do have all kinds of stuff kind of half built, but it's it's all strewn all over the studio, so it's hard to show. But cool.
Don't
Yeah, we'll
worry,
do.
I know where is your website.
Cool. Thanks. See you later. Then.
See you, Jason.
See you.
Cool. So, we might wrap up in a few minutes anyhow. You guys on the chat, for those of you who haven't been here before, you can stay on afterwards. We can chat some more privately if you want. It's just because I end the actual broadcast doesn't mean that we all get kicked off. So, for David or Sylvain, if you want to stay on and chat some more. Any plans for this week for building for any of you guys?
Finish the roller coaster.
Finish the roller coaster. Yeah, I'm going to work some more on my Hainer, which has now got water bottles on it, but I'll quickly just, for those that weren't in here at the beginning, my new Hainer Part 2 that apparently holds pens and water bottles now. Working on that. Obviously, these white pieces are being replaced, but, you know, that's a separate Bricklink order that'll happen. Actually, that'll be a Bricks and Pieces order because Bricklink doesn't have those for cheap.
Yeah.
But I've got to get all that planned out. So
it's a landing or something like that.
Yeah, it's going to be a space Hainer. I lost the link. No, that's not it. And that's not it either. Well, yeah, that's so just the idea being that it's like these doors would slide open hypothetically, they don't actually, and then this would rise up underneath and a ship would be on it.
Nice.
So just I'm doing a little series of Hainers. I've been doing them for years, and most of them are horrible, but I'm finally getting the hang of doing them a little nicer. So, but yeah.
That's experience kicking in, Jeff.
Well, it's COVID kicking in. Not that I have it, but just I have the time to do it now, so I can spend more time doing it. And having no shows, right? It's not like I'm rushing to get something finished. Okay, I'll just slap some bricks down. Yeah, good enough. So it's a benefit of not having shows, but also a very sad part because, you know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to actually for the next show, the next real show, because I think I'm gonna be blown away because all the most people have had real long time to work on their stuff and bring out some new stuff. So
a lot of new stuff.
Yeah. I've seen a few photos of major builders here in Quebec that they just looking at the picture, I'm blown away. So I'm guessing I'm gonna see those creations at shows at one point. So I'm hopeful too. So
and we have a lot of new people we didn't know.
Yeah, because actually, when we were playing the last show that was canceled, that's why we went with the bigger location, because everybody was saying, "Yeah, we're gonna bring back. We're gonna be back, and we're gonna bring back some more stuff and more creations." And everybody was saying, "Well, I'm gonna double the amount of tables I'm gonna ask." So. That's why we went with the bigger location. So I'm really hopeful for the next show to see what all these people are gonna come up with.
Yeah. I think for me, I'm trying. My plan right now is to head to Arkansas. Alabama. Brick Fair, Alabama, which is happening in January next year.
Oh.
So I figure by then the borders will be open.
Also.
Road trip with your trailer?
Road trip with my trailer, yeah. And basically head down. I mean, the worst part will be January with my trailer in Ontario and Michigan, Ohio area, but I think after that it'll be, warm enough.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, I'm not sure if I would bring a trailer as of yet either. It depends on what space they have.
Where is it in Alabama?
It's Birmingham, Alabama.
Okay.
So
It's quite a big show actually for such
Is
a
it?
small place. Because, well, at least we hear from them every time they do a show. That we hear from them on social media. They have a great presence and they make
Yeah.
great videos and great pictures and.
yeah, so yeah, I mean, hopefully, I'm pretty sure by then we'll at least be able to cross the border and stuff too. And I mean, there's a few shows. I think Philadelphia's got a Brick Fest happening as well in September-ish. I think it is.
Yeah, and Bricks in the Six is still happening this year. It's just that it's virtual.
Oh, it's virtual. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then when's that planned for? Do you know?
So far it's planned for October because it
October?
typically happens in August, but they
August,
pushed it back.
Yeah, usually.
Okay. Cool. Have they started like selling tickets and stuff for it, or do you know?
Right now, the Toronto Lug is still doing like meetings and planning it, so
Okay.
they don't really know what's happening.
Cool. All right. So maybe if you hear anything, let us know.
Yeah.
And if anybody wants to jump on to this, like from Bricks and Six, if anybody wants to jump into this chat and announce it or talk about it or stuff, pass the word to them. I don't know who's running it. I don't know if it's Graham or Simon or who it is. I have no idea these days.
No, it's I forget his name.
That's fair. Cool. All right. Well, I think we'll wrap it up. We're an hour 20, so thanks everybody for coming out. Going to end the broadcast on Facebook and YouTube.
Keep me on the list, please.
Yeah, we'll do. I'm going to click the end button, so in about 2 or 3 seconds, we'll disconnect from everybody. So